Hi guys, today we are beating the heat and staying cool with this little ice cream treat. To get started, you're going to need a 2mm string. I use a braided polyester wax cording. You're going to use a 6mm keychain piece and a 25mm keychain piece. These are not specific. You can use any kind of keychain hardware that you have laying around. I use these from Amazon and I take the chain off. You're going to need 16 and 17 beads of your ice cream in your cone color and a cherry. Cut off about 24 inches of string. Seal or burn your ends so that they are easier to work with, and then slide your keychain piece onto the middle. The first step is one cherry, so we're going to take a red bead and put it on one string, and then take the opposite string and weave it on through. What I mean by two different strings is your two ends of your string, because your keychain piece is now in the middle. Grab onto both of those, slide it right down to where your keychain piece is waiting. It's okay if it gets twisted or tangled, just undo it with your fingers as you move it. Okay, there's our little cherry. The next row is going to be 4 beads for the start of your ice cream color. I'm using pink because it's like strawberry ice cream. So load 4 beads onto one string, and then take the other end of the other string and weave it on through in the opposite direction, straight through all those 4 beads. Sometimes it'll go through in one swoop, sometimes you have to move them one at a time. It all depends on the bead and the string and the day, honestly. So just make sure that's nice and centered. You can give it a little tug. Okay, there's one row. The next row is 6 beads of the same color ice cream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then take the second string and weave it back through those 6 in the opposite direction. Sorry for the background noise. There's a lot of traffic today, apparently. And then pull that on down till it meets your other row. You want to make sure you're pulling it snug, but not too tight that it puckers or like folds and gets all wonky on you. It helps every now and then to press it flat on the table like this. Our last row is 7 for the ice cream row, so I'm going to load 7 beads onto one string. And then when I'm finished loading those on, I will pass the other string through in the opposite direction. Okay, so I got my 7, my second string, and here we go. After this row is pulled down together, we're going to start the ice cream cone, which is a row of 5 of your ice cream cone color. So grab 5 beads and load it onto one string. It doesn't matter if you're loading them on the left and feeding with the right, or loading on the right. As long as you're just picking up any one of the strings, it'll be fine. So 5 beads on, take that other string, pass it on through. Keep in mind, watch where the end of your other string is, because sometimes you're so mindful of trying to get the beads on that you're knocking the other beads off of the string on the other end. Okay, so there's our first row of 5 beads. Now we're going to skip one. Well, sorry, not skip one. Take one away and drop down to 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is the same for the rest of the pattern. So if you know what you're doing, you can go ahead and do a row of 4. Take 1 bead away and do a row of 3. Take 1 bead away and do a row of 2. Take a bead away and do a row of 1 until you're finished. If you're going to hang out with me, this is our row of 4. Okay? So we're going to take 1 more away and put on 3. Weave that other string through. Sorry, a little tricky sometimes. Okay, and then pull those nice and snug, and then drop down to 2 beads on one string. It'll get a little bit quicker now. 2 beads. Other string through. And go ahead and pull that down. And then our last one is just 1 single bead. bead on one string, pass the other string through. Now is where you're going to tie it with a secure knot. You can help seal it with a dab of glue or a little bit of heat depending on what type of string you're using. Not all strings like to stay knotted. I like to use 2mm because it stays nice and firm and helps my beaded friends keep their shape. If you use a thinner string or something more elastically, it's going to be more floppy. This is what it looks like, and we're going to go ahead and make a second one right after I stick it on this keychain hook. So, alright, my husband called me, so my voiceover cut off. This is going to be the second ice cream cone. You can see your pattern laying down here for the pink ice cream. You can take a screenshot of it. Hopefully you'll remember by now. Load your beads onto one string and then feed the other string through. That is the same thing for the entire pattern. The only thing that changes is your number of beads. So hopefully this is just a second review of what you just watched and you're able to get it by now. I hope that you come back and share pictures or comments. Let us know if you tried this or if you enjoy these videos. I'm so glad that they are reaching all of you, and I wish you all a great day.
You mean things involved? Things always been bad. Quite smart. Effective person. Things involved.
Other things that I want to get that you said anytime soon?
No, may eliminate this sila ko. Company ako na gawang How the fuck do you lose $5 million?
I fucking say I lost it. You were supposed to be fantastic.
I don't know. I don't know.
See,
Fuck you.
somebody doesn't have money that they're going to have to office. You're a bank.
Yeah, she's assisting legitimate. Talk to Dad.
He loses shit.
He has the money. It's very years of money.
You go right now.
But me, I assume the syndicate decided to because they thought you had Ted's backing, so if we were not holding up, we're set at the top. He's very super close. I have to get back to him. Just talk to Dad. He's trying to sort everything out. Not exactly how we thought at first in Paris.
It was spectacular, though. The grandmother was a bit Tuscany. Very family before. as I was telling you, yeah, dragging mother goes in. She's human being. You never let Paris win. It's just all
We took care of her for the honeymoon.
she told me. In the 20th Palace, best hotel in the world. It's small, it's small. Only 60 keys.
That's where we were staying.
Figured it'd be easy on the move. What's a frank? Let's just stay at hotel when you knew what every 25-star in the street.
You're gonna wait, but you're not gonna approach him until you've discussed it with him.
Not directly. Missing blogs.
Shoot, sorry, can